Hey, come on everybody. I'm your host Campbell from Gijoe Customs and Collections. Grab yourself your favourite drink, sit back, relax, and let me take you on a journey. And today we're going to be doing a review on Grunt. And so Grunt is pretty much the foot soldier, the original foot soldier or the infantry of G.I. Joe way back in 1982. This is a 1983, which is the 1.5 version. So, hey, without further ado, let's see what we can do. Alright, everybody, this is Grunt, and he is the infantry trooper. He is the first infantry trooper in the line. This is the 1.5 version, or better known as the swivel arm version from 1983. I do not own the 1982, which is the straight arm version, of course. So, let's have a look at Grunt here. Let's start off with the Grunt's accessories here. So he comes with a M16, and the M16 looks really tiny in his hands compared to like the others that came later on, like the likes of Livnik and Sneak Peek and all those. So that's off his hands now. So it's not a bad sculpt. It's pretty cool actually. So this is the M16 right here. It's not too bad actually. It's quite a pretty good detail. Apart from the size of it, it looks kind of toy-like, considering it's a toy. But yeah, it looks really small in his hands. But I'm happy with the design of it. It looks really cool. It's pretty accurate to the M16's design. So we put that aside. Next he comes with a helmet. And I'm always quite nervous taking these helmets off. There we go. Yeah, I know it's a weird way of taking it off, but it is what it is. I don't want to snap it off like break the Grunt's head. So it's the generic helmet from back in the day. It's got a hole on the side. It's got that sort of colour there. It's pretty similar to like the helmet that Grand Slam and all the others got. But Grand Slam here has got the visor. So we put him aside. He's also have a backpack, but you can see here like the backpack is really tiny. Like it's incredibly small. For an infantry trooper, I don't know what the hell he's carrying. I'm just going to take this off gently. Like I said, these are really old figures, so I want to take good care of them. So we'll put him back up there. And this is the backpack. It's quite a nice design. It's quite tiny, as I said before. But, you know, back in the day, you can't really complain about that. So we'll put that to one side. And let's take a look at the sculpt, design and colour of Grunt here. And Grunt, starting with his head, as you can see, Grunt has his receding hairline. And it's got like a real mean-ass look on his face, like he's seen a bit of action. Trouble is, and I'll put Grunt along here, he has the same head sculpt I won't take the helmet off as Grand Slam version 2, obviously Grand Slam version 3, so put those guys together. And obviously Zap too, but because I painted the mustache on Zap. Now you can see here that with Grunt, Grand Slam version 2, version 1, and Zap, they have the same face sculpt. So it looks like they're all like basically twins and all that, or they've been cloned. With the exception of Zap here, which I've painted the mustache, which really breaks it up. But considering that Grand Slam and Grunt have the same hair colour, so I will show you this. So yeah, as you can see, yes, it's the same hair colour. So this was an ongoing problem with Hasbro when they would first bring the Joes out, and I can understand why, because it's cast cotting, and you know, we wouldn't get these figures quite cheap back in the day. But looking at Grand Slam version 1 and Grunt, you could say they're almost like twins, or they've been cloned. It's come on, Hasbro, come on. You could at least simply painted his hair colour a different, like either orange, black, or blonde, you know, so be it. Luckily with Zap here, because I painted the mustache, now he doesn't look the same. It is the same head sculpt, literally, believe me, it is. I'm not going to take the helmet off because Zap is actually quite fragile, and I wrote down the review on Zap. So anyway, all about that. Let's put this aside, these other guys, and let's get back to Grunt. Right, going back to Grunt right here. So this is the version 1.5. I forgot to mention too, though, I also have the version 2 of Grunt. Moving him aside and compare the two together. So you can see that Grunt version 2 is a nice tan colour. Now he was a vehicle driver, and he came out with the glider Falcon. And no, not the action figure Falcon, but yeah, there was a glider that says Falcon. I quite like the tan look, or the desert sort of look, with Grunt version 2, and I paired him up with Clutch version 2 with the vamp. So you can sort of see here that the difference in colours and all that. I mean, apart from the green here, that's an olive green to a nice light green. Still had the same knife on the chest here. Same with there. Still had the same grenade. I actually painted my grenade a different colour, sort of like mostly match. And he's got these straps here, which go all the way to the back, which forms like a Y. There's no point in me showing this. I actually got for Grunt version 2, I actually got the accessory backpack, and it actually pairs that up quite nicely. I didn't have the original helmet, as you can see. I painted that as much as I can to closely match it, but it's not too bad. So we'll put Grunt version 2 aside and concentrate more on Grunt version 1. So let's have a look here. So the articulation he's got here, or actually let's go to sculpt. So he's got this nice belt buckle here, and it is the shape of the Hasbro's sort of logo back in the day in the 80s, which I reckon is quite cool. And he has some nice pockets on the side here. And he's got some really good boots. I'm going to keep him under my foot peak because it's... actually, I'll take him off. So yeah, he's got some nice boots on the side. I quite like that. Like I said, nice long nice long sleeves with a collar. He's got the receiving hairline, as I said before. So let's do the articulation of him now. So Grunt has got the standard articulation of the G.I. Joes at the time, where you can swivel his head left to right. He can just move his arms around so much. He can bend his elbow at say 90 degrees. Being real careful here because I said it's right old figures here. He also has that swivel battle grip, so he can swivel his arms around. He can also lift his leg up about 9 degrees and bend his knee about 9 degrees. He can also do, I don't want to do it, like basically I'll do it, like that's as far as I'm going to do. He can spread his legs about from there. He also has a rubber O-ring, which means he has like a bit of an air crunch, which is cool. And that's probably about it, really. Let's put them all together again. Okay, so I'll tell you a bit of a story about this guy here. Now, this isn't my brother's childhood grunt, because unfortunately, in the Christmas, I'm going to say roughly here in New Zealand, it must be about 1984 or 1985 at the time. And so, as I said before in my previous reviews on Flash and Short Fuse, we got these free figures for our Christmas. Unfortunately, Grunt sort of met his end with a lawnmower. Unfortunately, that's what we do at the day. Kids being kids, we played outside. Unfortunately, he had to go back inside to have lunch or whatever. And yeah, he met his end with a lawnmower. But my dad felt really guilty. So he got him another figure the following day, which would have been Boxing Day. So he would have gone SAP. And I've done a review on SAP as well. And I think I got them wrong. I thought Zap was the first figure, but my brother has now confirmed with me. The Grunt here was his first figure. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you the file card right now, and please read it in your own time and pleasure. So, here we go. Yep, as you can tell, this is Action Man. So, here in Australia and New Zealand, so I'm in New Zealand, of course, at the time, Action Man and gijoe was basically the same, I believe. I could get it wrong, to be honest. So, it's still gijoe. It just was called Action Man. And then I think in 1984, they brought out gijoe. So, it's quite a cool little file card. I love the card art on the side. It actually shows, Grunt, that soldier, that foot soldier, that infantry trooper. Yeah, it's pretty badass. Well, everybody, it's that time of video where I say it's the end, and I really enjoyed that video. I really hope you guys liked it as well. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. And also, hey, go check out the membership plan too. That is really cool. It's I've only just started. It's about $2.99 a month. It depends on some countries, but I know with New Zealand it's $2.99 a month, which is that's cheap as chips. So enough about that. Let's get into this figure Grunt. And as I said before, like, Grunt has got a special place for my heart. It's the first figures that we had as kids, my brother and I. Obviously, I had Short Fuse. My older brother had Flash, and my younger brother had Grunt. I thought it was Zap here first, but I was wrong. Hey, and it wasn't my figure to begin with. So yeah, this isn't the childhood figure, as I said before, because he met his tiny in with a lawnmower. So yeah. Okay, so anyway, people, please hit that notification bell up there. There you go. Perfect. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. And it's time for me to say, yo, Joe. See you, man. Gonna let you know that I'm gonna be back to my full repairs and all that. I just couldn't actually do anything because I cut myself, and I'm showing this hand above my hand. And as I repair stuff, you also see my hands first of all. So yeah, it is what it is. So with that, everybody, I salute you. See you later. Bye.